Okay. So how do we get paid? How do we get paid? Now, we get paid in quite a number of ways in Neolife, and I need you to pay attention so that you can understand. When you understand, then you can easily help someone else to understand. So, how do we get paid? We get paid in various ways. The first way on how we get paid in Neolife is this. When you join Neolife and you're a new distributor and above, through making sales to people who don't want to be a part of Neolife, to people who don't want to join Neolife, when you sell to them a product or when they buy from you a product, there is a profit of between 20 to 30% that you earn from them. Let's say you've bought Pro Vitality, or let's say you've bought Supergrow. A customer wants to buy from me a 5-liter jerrycan of Supergrow. The SRP, or what we call suggested retail price, and that is also something that I want us to understand. Suggested retail price. Why does Neolife call it suggested retail price? It is suggested because you can choose to increase slightly on that price depending on the cost that you meet in the delivery of this product. Because oftentimes a client will say, I need this product. You find you've put in transport to come from your home, to come and pick it from our stores, and then you deliver it to them. All those are costs. You're incurring transport costs, you're incurring airtime costs. So that's why the company say it is suggested retail price. If I'm going to deliver this product to Mukono, I need to also fix in that price, that cost that I have made during that transaction of delivering the product. Now, let's say the customer needs Supergrow. Now, the distributor's price of Supergrow is 264,500. But now when I am selling it, when you check on the price list, the suggested retail price is 319,000. Now, the difference between the suggested retail price and the distributor price, that is what we call profit. So each product that you buy from Neolife, you buy it at a distributor's price. And when you're selling it, you sell it at SRP, suggested retail price. It can be exactly at that price, or it can be slightly more than SRP because of depending on the cost of how much you've incurred towards the delivery of that product. Or even sometimes you can sell the product direct to the customer at SRP, but then you tell them that you will be paying your own delivery charge, your own delivery cost. But in most cases, there are some customers who are a little bit stubborn, that sometimes you just have to include that delivery cost in their on SRP. So instead of selling the product at 319,000, you end up selling it at about 300 and maybe 25,000 or 330,000, depending on how much you're going to incur in the delivery of that product. Yes. So that, I hope that is understood. That is the first way on how we get paid. That every time you're selling a product direct to a customer who is necessarily interested in registering, there is a difference on between the distributor price and the retail price, which profit is between 20 to 30%. Now, what does this mean? This simply means that is the first way on how we make money in Neolife. Now, if you follow through our teachings, we in Team Learn Kings, we encourage the profit system. We encourage the profit system. We guide people on how to build a profit system. And usually you'll find that when you follow through with our teachings, we help people to build businesses, we help people to build profit systems where they can actually earn an average of 150,000 worth of profit on a daily basis, averagely. Now, for starters, when you're starting, we can help you to build a profit system ranging between 50,000, 30,000, 50,000, 100,000, averagely on a daily basis. When you follow through with our teachings on how we get people, how we get customers through social media, referral system, and all that, we can actually help you to do that. And why do we speak confidently about that? We speak confidently about that because we are doing it. We have done it. We earn averagely 150,000 out of profit per day. On some good days, we can even personally, on some good days, I make profits of up to 300,000. Some good days, I make profits of up to 500,000. And then there are very good days where I could even make a profit of 800,000, 1 million shillings out of just selling products. So it is something that you would want to understand. And if you want to understand, you can ask me, you can ask Dennis. Dennis is another person that I know that will sometimes make profits of up to 300,000, 500,000 per day out of customers. And that's why we're always saying that when you are building your Neolife business, you need to understand that you're building two teams. Team number one, or team A, is the customer team. And then team B is the distributor team. So the first way on how we make money from Neolife, it is through profits by building a profit system. And as Learn Kings, our profit systems help us to earn profits of averagely 150,000 per day. Please contact us, meet us, let us teach you on how you can be able to achieve that goal. A profit system or a profit of 150,000 daily, that is about 4.5 million shillings or an average of 3 million shillings out of profits per month. It's doable. We have done it. And that is why we are able to speak about it and teach it. Now, the second way on how we earn from Neolife, it is by building a distributor team. Remember, I told you that when you're building, you build two teams. You build a team of customers, and then you also build a team of distributors. Now, a team of distributors also helps you. Now, that helps you to put you into the second bracket on how we earn from Neolife, which is through commissions. Now, when you have customers, if you can see on my screen, these three arrows here, they represent customers. And then these circles here, where you see 100 personal points, 100 personal points. Now, those are distributors who also have customers. Now, through sponsoring people into the business, there are those people who you want to sell to, and they will keep on saying, Bambi Salirako, please reduce for me. You also sell me at your price. By the way, let me correct you distributors, because I see distributors doing this mistake all the time. Your friends who want to buy from you, and because you're registered, and they insist and say, please, at least we are friends, you sell me at your company price. It is not acceptable. It is not acceptable. It is not in order for you to sell products to any person who is not registered and you're selling them at the distributor's price. It is not in order. I know you do it out of good faith, but it is not in order. If someone wants to buy products at a distributor's price, let them register with Neolife. Let them get an ID so that they can always buy products under their ID number at a distributor's price. But as long as they are going to buy from you, they are going to buy under your ID number, it doesn't matter whether they are relatives, whether they are friends, let them buy at suggested retail price. Let them buy at the retail price. Let them meet the cost, because look, we are in a business. We're in a business. And in a business, we are incurring costs. You incurred a cost to register. You're incurring a cost to market the product, internet. You're buying a good phone. You've put in money. You've put in MBs. You've put in airtime. You've put in your time. So no one qualifies. It is only you that qualifies to buy and use products at a distributor's price. But anyone else, maybe even your family, because your husband is your partner, he also qualifies. Your children, those are the only people that qualify to use products under your name at a distributor's price. But the rest, whether it is your best friend, whether it is your uncle, whether it is your mother, whether it is any relative, they don't qualify to use products under your name at a distributor's price. Because this is a business, you are incurring costs. You have incurred the cost of registering. You have incurred the cost of transporting. You have incurred a cost of marketing the product to them. So the best you can do for them is let them register and buy under their name. Or let them buy at distributors, at SRP, retail price. Please, it's not in order for you to sell products to anyone at a distributor's price. You are not doing business, and this is not a charity organization. Please, let's correct that. I see so many distributors who say, but this is my sister. No, not at all. Trust me. If it is your sister and they have a supermarket, when you go to their supermarket, trust me, you are not going to buy products from their supermarket, even when they are your sister. Even when they're your sister, when you go to their supermarket, you don't buy their goods at the price which they buy at the factory price. You buy at the flat price that everyone else is buying. So if I have a sister and they have a supermarket, when I go to their supermarket, I buy at the same price everyone is buying. So why should they come into my business and want to buy at the factory price? Simple logic. Simple logic. So it's out of order for us to sell products to our friends, to sell products to our relatives at a distributor's price. It's completely out of order. Personally, I do not do it. I don't do it. Anyone, as long as not my family, my immediate family, anyone comes to buy products from me, I will sell to them at the distributor, at the retail price. That's the best I can do for them. If they want to buy at my price, let them register. This is a business. I hope that has been noted. We are not in a charity organization. If anyone wants to buy under distributor's price, let them register. So as you're building a team, start with those who say in Sarirako, tell them, look, by the way, you can actually register and buy these products under your name, under your ID. When you buy them, tell them the benefits of registering. You will be saving some money every time you buy. You'll be buying at the distributor's price. Now, there are also other friends who would be interested in building this as a part-time business for part-time income. Get them registered. Get them registered. Now, those are the distributors here. Now, you have seen us encourage doing a 3 in 30. The best way to build your business and go through all the ladders, go through all the steps, it is by doing a 3 in 30 on a monthly basis. Now, on the side of commissions, when do we start being paid by Neolife? There are qualifications for you to earn a check. I have seen distributors who come to me who say, but me, I've been buying things every month. How come I've never been paid? But you find that every single time they're buying, there's someone who joined the business, I think 2 months ago. He bought, when they joined, they joined with a kit, of course. And our kit is 360,000. The starter kit for our team is 360,000. Reason being, you get 2 3NNs, you get an LDC, you get a mixing bottle with it. And then there is also the Lion King's administration fees of 33,000, which is for managing our offices, because Lion King's has offices. Those offices we pay rent every month. We have secretaries that we pay every month. So those administration fees actually go to meet those costs. Now, when you join with Lion King's kit, 360,000, you have 44 points. Now, the number one qualification for you to get a commission at the end of the month, number one, you have done 100 personal points. That's the number one qualification, 100 personal points. So if you are a distributor and you've not done 100 personal points, don't come at the end of the month and ask, but I worked last month, I did not get a commission. No. Then there are actually 2 qualifications for you to get a commission. Number one, you have done 100 personal points. Now, 100 personal points. Now, personal points simply means that you have bought and used products, you have bought and sold products to your customers in your name. The points, the products that you buy under your personal name, under your ID, that is what we call personal points. Then team points. When you sponsor people on your team and they buy products under their name, those are called team points. If you can see on my slide here, there is this person here. Let's start from you. There is you here, 250 personal points. Now, those are the products that you bought in your name. Then you have done a 3 in 30. You have sponsored 1, 2, 3 people. And you see each one here, I have given them 100 points. Now, the 100 plus 100 plus 100 which makes it 300 points. Those are what we call team points. Then the 250 points here, those are called personal points. So when you add them together, that makes 550 points. Now, that is what we call group points. Now, for you to qualify to get a commission at the end of the month, to get a check at the end of the month, and currently, how does Neolife pay us? Neolife pays us through Airtel money, but that Airtel number must be registered in your name. Or if you don't want that option, Neolife pays all our commissions by EFT to our personal bank accounts. And if you have not provided both any of those two options, Neolife puts your commission at the end of the month. Neolife puts that commission on your ID. Your ID number is also your account in Neolife. Now, qualification number one is 100 personal points. And then together with the team, you must have done 250 group points. When you have 250 points, and in those points you have 100 points, then you qualify to get a commission at the end of the month. So if you are a distributor and you've just bought an LDC throughout the whole entire month, please don't come and ask me, Justus, but me, I worked last month. I bought things last month. I didn't get a commission. No, you did not hit the qualifications. The qualification to get a check or a commission at the end of the month, you must have done 100 personal points, and together with a team, you must have done 250 points and above. So every month you do 250 points and above, at the end of the month, you qualify to get a commission. Please provide your payment options, which is through Airtel or your bank account, so that at the end of the month, Neolife can always credit your account. Now, at 250 points, Neolife pays you when you check on the the confidential price list. There is a bracket we call BV. That is business volume. Now, the business volume, those are the profits that the company makes every single time you buy a product. So at the end of the month, our commissions are actually calculated on the BV. So when you do 250 points, Neolife pays you up to 3% of the total business, of the total BV of the products that have been purchased in your team. When you do 500 points with your team, that is, you've become a manager. To become a manager, you need to have sponsored 3 people personally. They must have done 100 personal points. Then you have done a total of 250 personal points. And altogether, if you have done a total of 500 points with your entire team, you become a manager. Neolife is going to pay you at 5%. The commission for a manager is averagely between 50,000 all the way to 500 to 150,000. I mean, because we have different managers. There is a manager who has done 500 points. There is a manager who has done 700 points. There is a manager who has done 900 points. So depending on the points you've done, when the checks are calculated at 5%, that's why you find some managers will earn 50,000, others will earn 70,000, 80,000, 100,000, 150,000 as a manager. Now, how do you grow your commission? Your commission grows every single time your team grows. So if in your first month you did 500 points by just doing a 3 in 30, like I mentioned, that the best strategy the best strategy to grow your business is by doing a 3 in 30 on a monthly basis. So if your first month you did a 3 in 30, the goal is to help the people that you sponsored on your first month to also become managers. I think you've had you've had me over and over again saying that in Neolife, your business only grows when the people you sponsor into the business are growing. When you bring in people in the business, you make more money when you're helping them to grow. The more your people grow in the team, the more the people you sponsor, the more they become managers. When they're becoming senior managers, when they're becoming executive managers, the more money you will make. So it should always be our priority that when we sponsor people into the business, we have to support them and help them to understand the business and help them to grow in the business. Because the more they grow, the more points they make, the more points we make, the more they earn, the more we earn. So the people you sponsored in the first month to become a manager, in your second or third month, help them, support them, and help them and show them how they can also become managers. When they become managers, remember that also your customer team is also doing what? Is growing. That's why we always say that amongst our goals as we are building our business, the goal is doing a 3 in 30 every month, and then also getting 5 new customers every month. You grow your customer team as the same as you're growing your distributor team. When you're growing your customer team, your profit is also improving and growing. When you grow your distributor team, the team is growing, your commission is also growing. So when the first people that you started with become managers and you do another 3 in 30, all together, when you do 1,000 points, you become a senior manager. Now, when you become a senior manager, your commission is bigger. Your commission is calculated as 10%. Now, averagely, a commission for a senior manager will be who has done 1,000 points. The commission is between 150,000 all the way to 350,000. Remember, there's a senior manager who has done exactly 1,000 points. There is also a senior manager who has done 1,800 points. So those two senior managers earn differently because the teams are also different. So a senior manager who has done 1,000 points may earn like 250,000. And then a senior manager who has done 1,800 points may earn about like 400,000. So that's the difference. That's why we say an average of 150,000 to about 500,000. Now, remember the secret to growing the team and growing your commission is by doing a 3 in 30 monthly and also helping and supporting the people on your team to grow. Now, the people that you started with, remember, you're also helping them to build a customer team. You're also helping them to do 3 in 30s monthly. Meanwhile, you also continue doing a 3 in 30. And by the way, to do these things well, these things are hard when you don't have experience, when you don't have knowledge, when you don't have skill. That is why we always emphasize and say that 80% of our success, 80% of our growth is dependent on training. The more you train, the more you understand, the more you learn, the more experience you get, the more skills you acquire, and the easier it becomes to grow this business. So you train, you learn, then you earn. Your team trains, they learn, they grow, they earn. So when you help people on your team to become senior managers, and then others to become managers, and then you have done 2,000 points, you become an executive manager. Now, as an executive manager, an executive manager who has done 2,000 points earns at 15%. And then an executive manager who has done 3,000 points earns at 20%. So even the commissions for executive managers, they are different. An executive manager who has done 2,000 points may earn an average of like 600,000. An executive manager who has done 2,800 points may earn like an average of 800,000, 900,000. But then an executive manager who has done 1,000 points, 3,000 points, who is earning us 20% of the entire team sales volume, business volume. Remember, business volume, it is on our confidential price list. There is a column of PV. After DP, there's a column of PV, and then there's a column of BV. Or also these terms and terminologies, when you read it, in your kit, there is a book called The Marketing Plan. When you read very well that book, The Marketing Plan, it explains all these percentages. It also explains all these terminologies. So you can read so that you can understand. Remember, when you understand, it becomes easy for you to help others to also understand, to help your team to understand. And when your team understands, it becomes easy for them to grow and do this business. Now, as an executive manager who has done 3,000 points, their commission will be about 1.2 million, 1.5 million shillings. Now, there is an executive manager who has done 3,500, 3,800, could even earn a commission of about 1.82 million shillings as an executive manager. Then, now, when you go ahead to work harder with your team and you help them to grow further, you have, let's say on your team, you developed an executive manager, you developed senior managers, you have developed managers, and you're doing 3 in 30s on a monthly basis. When you do over 4,000 points, you become a director. Now, when you become a director, you earn at 25%. Now, a director who earns at 25%, these are the benefits. The benefits are averagely 2.5 million shillings. A director who has done 4,000 points with a good structure. And a good structure, I am meaning that you have been doing a 3 in 30 on a monthly basis. By the way, our business does not tolerate laziness. Our business doesn't tolerate laziness. That is why you can even introduce someone on your team. And someone on your team is more hardworking than you are. The person who is your downline, who you have introduced, can even earn more money than you earn. Our system does not tolerate laziness. The harder you work, the more you're going to earn. Now, as a director, we are saying an average commission of 2.5 million shillings. But you could be this director who has not been doing a 3 in 30. Maybe you have only introduced maybe 5 people, and out of 5 people, you've been lucky that 3 of them are very hardworking, and one of them is an executive manager, another one is a senior manager, another is a manager, and all together you've done 4,000 points. That is a director who will earn like 1.5 or you will be a director who will earn like 1.8. But now a serious director who has been doing a 3 in 30 on a monthly basis, you'll find you've been doing a 3 in 30, you have like 8, 10 legs. Legs, those are the people that you sponsor personally. We call them legs. Now, if you have like 6, 7, 8, 10 legs, you could even be a director and you're doing like 6,000 points. That director can even earn 4.5 million or even 5 million shillings. And the other benefits are, as a director, you already have experience, you have knowledge, you have skills, you're selling a lot of product, you're earning an average of 50,000 to 100,000 out of profit per day. You have red carpet dinners, you attend leadership school, director recognition, and even step-up bonuses. Now, which brings me to the other form of how we earn. Now, when you even go further and you develop other directors, now you start earning other percentages. In total, in Neolife, we earn up to 67% from the total sales that we do. But for you to earn up to 67%, you also must build your business and you go through all the ranks, all the way to president's team. When you go through all the ranks and you go all the way to president's team, you will earn throughout all the percentages all the way to 67%, because now we have sales volume bonus that stops at 25%. 25%, that's when you become director. And then when you become a director, now you start developing other directors. Now you start earning leadership development bonus. When you develop directors on the team, you earn leadership development bonus. And leadership development bonus goes up to a total of 14%. Leadership development bonus goes up to a total of 14%. Then when you build your business and you go to president's team, now when you go to president's team, you earn sales volume bonus, which is up to 25%. You earn leadership development bonus, which goes all the way to 14%. Now you also now earn another new percentage, which we call a network development bonus. So all percentages that we earn at all go up to 67%. But for you to earn them, you must go build a solid business and go through all the ranks, all the way to president's team. Now, the other third way on how we earn in Neolife, it is now through incentives. It is through incentives. Incentives. Now, for example, what is the current running incentive? The current running incentive with Neolife, Neolife is saying, if you are a distributor, for the month of December and November, simply step up to manager, simply step up to senior manager, simply step up to executive manager, and then also do a 3 in 30. And when you do that, we are giving you a Neolife shake. Man, if you're a distributor and you become a manager, that is one shake. If you're selling a shake, you sell it as 300,000. Now, if you do a 3 in 30, you also get another shake. That is another 300,000. So altogether, you're a distributor, you've done a 3 in 30, you've become a manager. You're earning 2 shakes. That is 600,000 if you sell those 2 products. Now, that is another way on how we earn and how we make money from Neolife. Through incentives. And these incentives are actually there. The incentives keep on changing. Now, we have this incentive, which is November and December. If you don't participate in it, in January, it will be another different incentive altogether. So incentives keep on changing. For example, like previously, there was an incentive whereby if you did a 3 in 30, you'd be given 2 super grows. Now that incentive has changed. Now they are giving the Neolife shakes. Now in January, it will be another incentive. So that's another way on how we get paid. Then when you get to director, Neolife says that every single time you qualify as title and you sponsor one person, there is a consistency bonus that is now over and above our earnings. They say, when you're a director, step up to world team. When you step up to world team, you are going to be given a step up bonus of about 3 million shillings. When you step up to 1 ruby, you are given a step up bonus of 6.6. When you step up to 2 ruby, well, I need to get my figures correctly. But the other way on how we make money, it is through incentives. Incentives are given to us. It is also another source of income. So those are the various ways on how we make money in Neolife. We make money through selling products and getting profits. We get money through monthly commissions. Then we get money through monthly incentives. So if you've been wondering, how do I get paid in Neolife? That is how you have to get paid. But you must work in order for you to get paid. So if you're a distributor, please, Neolife does not pay you for only joining. There are some people who join, they have joined, they have not sold any product, they have not talked to anyone, and then they come. They say, but me, I joined. How come I am not being paid? My goodness. Please don't embarrass yourself again. In Neolife, we respect the laws of nature. You work, you get paid. You work, you get paid. You talk to people, you make sales, you get paid. You build a business of people using the products, you get paid. Then the other question that also people always ask is, so if I become a senior manager, if I become an executive manager, and I start earning 1 million, 2 million shillings, if I don't work, will Neolife keep on paying me? Please, let's not ask these kind of questions really. We get in Neolife, we get paid when we work. When we don't work, Neolife it is not a charity organization where they give free things. We work, we get paid. We don't work, we don't get paid. Where do you expect Neolife to get money to pay you if you've not worked? How do you expect to have a garden? You have not put in the work, you have not sown, you have not done the weeding, you have not planted anything, and then you expect to harvest. How do you expect to plant a cup of maize and you harvest 3 tons of maize? No, please, let us be realistic. We work, we get paid. We don't work, we don't get paid. You don't attend training, you don't learn. When you don't learn, you don't get paid. Join the business, attend training, learn the skills, talk to people, go through the challenges, learn from the challenges, build a business, and make money, and get rewarded. And guess what? When we work, Neolife rewards us. I have gone on some trips where Neolife invests nearly 50 million shillings for me with my partner to go and enjoy. Previously, I was traveling with my mother, And even when my mother was not working, Neolife always paid for those vacations. Now I go with my wife. Initially, my wife was just using the products. But when we went to Mauritius, Neolife paid. And then when we were there, she loved the business. Now she's joined me. She's now building the business. She's talking to people. She's getting customers. And guess what? Because now there are two hands, there are two people working. Now even the pay is going to even double. It's going to be bigger. So in Neolife, we work, we get paid. And even now, when you work hard and you get to the president's team, you're qualified to get 4 vacations fully paid for by Neolife every single year. Isn't that amazing? So please, let's get to work. We work, we get paid. We don't work, we don't get paid. So if you're a distributor and you've sold only 1 LDC, please don't come to me again and say, Justus, I worked last month. How come I didn't get paid? You only sold 1 LDC. No, let's be fair. You can't sell 1 LDC and you expect to be paid 500,000. Where does Neolife get that money to pay you? We work, we get paid. We talk people, we make profit. We enjoy the profit. We build a network of people using products, we get paid. And the bigger the network, the bigger the pay. Something I love with Neolife, there is no limit to how much you can earn. Whatever you put in is what you get out. I have seen commissions with my own 2 eyes of 500 million. I have seen commissions with my own 2 eyes of 800 million. I have seen a commission with my own 2 eyes of 1.2 billion shillings. Why would a distributor earn that? Because they have put in the work. Are you ready to put in the work? You put in the work and Neolife will pay you. You put in the work and you'll go for all of those travels. Right now, we are preparing to go for a trip in Cape Town, South Africa. I'm traveling with my wife. Dennis is traveling with a wife. Joseph is still single, but he promised us by the time we go to Cape Town, he will not be going alone. Why are we going to travel? Because we have worked and we deserve. Work, get paid. Thank you so much and have a blessed evening.